Oh dear, oh dear. Welcome everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Right. Look, the track IR's even working. I got that right. Before we start moving, let's do this properly, please. That's better. Didn't have PZB and CIFA switched on properly. That's the enter key. Good. Interesting. I would have expected that to cause a PZB application. Never mind. 40 limit it is. Siegen is our next stop. We are not starting the CIFA fails early, air lazy. We are not. We'll start them a little bit later on, like any minute now. No, I started out by working out which was the right key for the CIFA, so I think we're in good shape. Or at least I'm running out of good excuses. Using PZB and C for hardcore mode? Yes, indeed, United Terry. I might not be good at it, but I do it anyway. 101 over there. Welcome to everybody who is on the channel this evening. Good to have you with us. So we are Hagen-Siegen bound on the Ruhr Sieg line today first. Then we're going to do a tutorial on scenarios. I've had a few questions since the last tutorial, so I thought I would do a special just talking about that. Cheers PVRS. Sorry you couldn't stay longer. And then finally Stevens Pass. Thought would make an interesting scenario. That one's just another big long haul freight one. Pretty bread and butter stuff. LNE RMBR, there's never a good excuse for 120. I don't think there was 120 emergency applications. I think it was stuttering the emergency brakes or something silly. That's what I'm staying, and that's what I'm sticking to it. Cherry, no, I haven't added anything. I'm gonna probably be another week or two before I add more, or before I swap around the slideshow for a whole new bunch of screenshots. I will certainly shout when everybody's there. Did I manage to sort my headphones? Says Henry Hoover. Well, you know what? All I did was start using them, and they're already fixed. So the fix fairy has come in, fixed my headphones. I don't know whether to be upset or really pleased. So I'm just going to go with really pleased. Well, I had to LNE RMBR. Coproper Mal told me. He said, gun it, slam the brakes on. So I did. That doesn't sound like a funny story, French darling, unless you mean Monty, in which case it's quite funny. Oh. Sorry, is that an Academy loco? I think that was an Academy loco. Oh, the little one's off. Piehawk and Stalin's Beard, thank you for the follows, much appreciated. And welcome to the channel. Ah, Stevenson's Rocket, Yana Dunk says. Love that idea. I would definitely like Stevenson's Rocket. And all the other similar era trains. I can imagine they'd be quite fun to drive. Good evening, Northern 156. Right, I'm sorry, I'm stuck behind a red light at the moment. I'm waiting for this light to go in my favour. So we'll find out I've got to go the other way. Yeah, I've got to turn around and go the other way. No, I haven't got to turn around and go the other way. Have I? Well, this is good. I don't know which way round Kritzel is. Ah, the light's just changed. Alright. I'm going to go with it. So still in monitoring, so yep, distance is going down, that's got to be a good sign. Speeding is going up, that's a bad sign. Oh. I was watching the chat. Everyone stop talking. Yes, alright. Let me go now, please. Yes, I know we're still in restricted monitoring. Ooh. ME146. I like the ME146. Mostly because it's a German train that's not red. What, rookie error? Yeah, not watching what I'm doing. Well, that's pretty much my normal error. Thank you for that, Stalin's Beard. Appreciate that. We caught the sea for that time. Let normality begin. Yeah, this crowd's brutal. They really are. Right, we're out of restricted monitoring, but we're still in 40. Hold your horses. What about Matt not wearing a hat? Oh, the shine is devastating. Oh, we're up to 120 in a minute now. Seafire. Red with large white banners at the bottom of the top. Oh, Steve's getting out the teasing. Hey there, Dan Leeds. Oh, 420 coming the other way. I'm approving of the AI in this scenario so far. No, not a 420. That's a cab car with something like a 143 on the other end. Starling speed. How does PZB work? Well, basically it looks at what's happening with the signals up front and causes various alarms to go off in the cab. It's difficult to explain quickly. PTG Rail has put a rather excellent overview of the PZB system up, so if you find that would be your easiest way. Perhaps someone could put a link up on there for us. That's very good. .4 kilometres to our next stop at Kreuztal. Up to 140. Evening, lead miner. Slowing down back down for the 100 kilometre hour, just coming up at this signal. Thanks for the link there, T-King. Nice one. And Wikipedia, United Terry posted a good link as well on Wikipedia. It's quite a detailed system. It's worth learning to drive. It's good fun. Van Lero, it's support@dovetailgames.com. So orange hair, armpit hair of Iam. Thank you for the follow, and orange banana 22. Thank you for the follow. Crystal coming up. We're running late. Did I just seriously call PZB fun, says Ed, after all the pain it's given you? I know, but it's given me a lot of fun as well. It's also fun for the viewers, probably more fun for the viewers. Definitely a nice variety of AI so far. Okay. That doesn't seem like a sensible path to go. But alright then. That was the milkshake route, I think. As in, everything got turned to milkshake. Or smoothie, anyway. I don't think there was any indication of the route that was about to happen. Never mind. Yeah, well, it's all of a sudden it swung me off and then swung me back again, so I can't really understand why that happened. And there's certainly no indication to me telling me that. There was nothing on the HUD about it, so never mind. Moving on. Let's just enjoy the scenery, forget the speed limit. Oh, Coplopper's going to be turning that into a quote next. I would definitely. I think anyone on as a passenger on my train does so with a full insurance policy. Yeah, it was probably done on purpose, you're right, Connor. Just to catch me out. Right, let's get moving. Disclaimer on the ticket, that's the answer. Ticket comes with an insurance policy. Please feel free to take advantage of it. It was a test to see if I was awake. Well, I was bloomin' well awake afterwards, I'll tell you. That's a distant, that's green, that's good. I need a seatbelt actually, don't I? Shaking around like this. Yeah, 2 people with Stalin in their name winding up Matt. Yeah, it's got to be done. I hope so, man. I have to make my weekly Let's Show Matt How to Drive Trains Properly sessions. Oh, is that how it is it? Yeah, Henry, you're right. Why not let Matt loose on a real engine? You're right. That's exactly what the solution is here. Man needs a seatbelt and the passengers need 5-point harnesses. Where are we up to now? 140. No changes in speed limits. I don't think this route has ZS3, ZSV. ZS3V. V200! That's an interesting mix. I said LZB, didn't I, Finn Stalin? Oh, I don't know anymore. Why do people get on? You know what, Mole Man? Why do people get on a roller coaster? Same answer. This scenario is ICE 588 Nachhagen. I think if you Google for 588, you'll probably find it. It is by. Who is it by? Come on, broadcast list. Don't let me down now. It is by. Doing too many things at once here. BR101, BR103 fan is the name of the person who made this scenario. Fringe Moleman says people don't get on a roller coaster to die by the hand of a manic train driver. Well, where do they go to die by the hand of a manic train driver? Here. Where are we going anyway? Altenhundem at 15 kilometres. Darkness has got homemade pie. Share. Come up to the 120. Ooh, tunnel coming up. I went on a roller coaster once Matt was driving. It never stops. You see, everyone, you know, here is Steve being mean to me, yeah? This is Steve being mean to me. It's like this all day at work, and then before we leave, he's like, you better not tell anyone I'm mean to you, because I'm going to tell everyone I'm mean, that I'm mean to you instead. When we get on the chat, I'm like, alright then, Steve, okay. Yes, friends, you are worse. It's chocolate pie. Dark. That's what you just made it worse. You just made it worse. Kilometers. Ed's got a good point, actually. Is it safer to be on match train or not on match train? Guess it depends how far you are away. Gets to a point where you're better off being on the train rather than not being on it. Siva. Another metronome service. Going down to 100 limit here. It says it'd be better not being in the same country. Oh, the chat's harsh tonight. Harsh. The matrix system. Kill on me. Oh dear, oh dear. Moment, I rely on you to tell me how fast you can get down this hill. I'm not going to. I'm just going to stick to the speed limit, mostly. Make a bet if Matt is on time or not, or I don't know. It's reckoning I'll be about a minute early at the moment. Hey there, Kill the Pigeon. Irish Michael says he loves the German routes, very scenic, but can't get his head around the Pisa BLZB CFA stuff and some speed limits that are on a number on signals. Yeah, it takes a bit of getting used to. Once you get a hang of it and you know where to look, it's a lot easier. Welcome back, Henry. Fringe, did I contact you last night? Not that I can recall. Irish Michael says all I hear is alarms and the brakes come on. So a bit like when I'm normally driving them then. I probably do. I'll change cabs actually once we get to Altenhunden. Starling's Beard says, is the signalling system on the West Highland line messed up? Not that I know of. What's the problem? Works very well, actually. As Haddock says, it uses RATB, so it's a bit different to normal English routes. Lurkster says, do I use the keyboard or mouse or controller? I use the keyboard predominantly. Always have done. It depends, I guess. Like if I'm really casually just, doing some stuff, then I'll quite often just use the HUD. If I'm doing proper driving, I'll generally use the keyboard. If I'm testing stuff, I quite often use the Xbox controller because it's quick and easy. So, Starling's Beard, if you're making your own scenarios on West Highland Line, you will need to thoroughly read the manual to work out how to actually use all of the various signals, because you've got to put various other bits down to actually make the signals work properly. What's he doing now? Next stop is Finnentrop, 12 kilometres. Not particularly long scenario, this one. So it's these extra things that you put on the track and configuration of them that tells it which token to give you at a particular time. So you do have to get all that right, otherwise the custom scenarios won't work correctly. Are there any free roam scenarios for the Gemol? No, there aren't, T-King, but you can certainly make your own. Henry Hoover wants me to hit the backspace key again. No. Good night, Ninja. JBT, what's the plan for tonight? Short scenario on Ruhr Sieg, and then we'll do some tutorial to answer some questions on scenario creating that I've had, and then over to Stevens Pass. Right, put the power on. Yeah, with Northern, the problem there was I left it too late to brake. I was braking far too shallow as I came in, so I needed to throw the anchors out to stop in time. The ES44DC scenario is, yeah, Cascade Oil, is it? Yeah, Cascade Oil. Speeding again. Still speeding. Oh, he must be going downhill.
Sifa.
Shush, Sifa. "10 kilometres to Finnentrop, which is where we're finishing.
Sifa.
Get out of my way!
Sifa.
Liv Miner says, did I see earlier that the US route was not available outside the USA? It's because of licensing restrictions with BNSF. BNSF licensed products aren't available outside of the US, unfortunately. DTG, what was the partner loco that came out a few weeks ago with the B unit? That was the G30? Is it? Something like that. Am I all in purple? No, I'm not all in purple, but I have got a fairly dark jumper on, so... Hey, Kazbek. Welcome. Cheers, Cherry. Thanks for joining us this evening. Did I miss a follower? I do apologise. Kill the pigeon. Thank you for the follow. You're not an outsider, Fringe. You're crazy enough with outsider. And there is Finnentrop. You can take it as a compliment, Fringe, if you want, yeah. Hi, Dave. I don't know why everything seems low. Right, we're due in about 55 seconds. ETA is in about 50 seconds. Cheers, JM. Enjoy.
Sifa.
Oh, wouldn't it be annoying to get done by Sifa right as you come into the final station. Right, coming into Finnentrop. Indeed, I think everyone has adequately articulated Fringe's craziness. It is indeed what makes him special. Old man correctly says everyone is slightly crazy, some people more than others. Henry Hoover, I'm going to sound really old and stuck in the mud now, but I've no idea what a train sim subreddit is. I know what Reddit is, I'm not really a big user of it, so I don't know really. Isn't it just another forum? Does the world need another train sim forum? Right, just waiting for this passenger stop at Finnentrop to finish, and then I think that's the end of the scenario according to this, unless it's going to... so where are we at the moment? We are here. I guess we're not driving all the way to the other end of the line, seems like a long way. So yes, once we finish this scenario, hopefully that'll be done, and then we'll move on to tutorial time. Hey, you completed the scenario successfully, see? We did good. Yay, 4 out of 4. I used emergency brakes, apparently. Fair enough. Speeding 5 times. Yeah, well, I can believe that. Right. So, what I'm going to do now is switch over to my other version of the game, so that I can... sorry, music is gone. That's entirely